Being a kid looking at all these lights and sirens, and you're looking at the firemen or policemen, and you think that they're superheroes. I did have an interaction with a firefighter who all he was super nice to me and talked to me for a little bit. As a kid, remembering that, he's the reason why I wanted to be a firefighter. And I have no idea who that man is. I don't know where he's at now, but he really inspired me to do what I do now. And being in this position now is I try and make the effort to talk to young kids and just say hi, and that could go a really long way. I grew up in North Denver, and it was a neighborhood where all your neighbors talked and knew each other. You had to be home when the street lights came on. It was very easy to be a part of a gang or into drugs. I'm pretty fortunate with my parents keeping me in baseball. That took a lot of my time, and I thank them for that, because I don't know what my life would be like now if I didn't have a strong family. Nobody in my family has ever been a first responder before, so especially my mom, she brags a lot about me being a firefighter. You can see in their eyes that they're proud of me. And anything I tell them of what I'm doing, they're all ears and they love it. And you know, it's because of them is really why I'm successful. The calendar. I used to go to a lot of events like the chili cook-off and everything, and they try to recruit anyone who's like fit, and they kept asking me, why don't you be in the calendar, you know? I'm like, nah, that's not for me. Until I got involved in more research, went to Children's Hospital and saw what it was really about. The first year I did it, it was 2016, where I was Mr. July, and I loved the calendar so much that I wanted to do it again. So I tried out for the 2020 Firefighter Calendar and ended up being the cover model and Mr. December. Social media in general has really given me a lot of opportunities, and one example is a casting agent from Hollywood hit me up on my messages and asked me if I would be interested in a game show. And initially I was just like, you know, this isn't real, whatever, until I started doing research. And finally I was just like, you know what, YOLO. You know, you only live once, so why not? The game show was called To Tell the Truth.
Will the real Mr. December please reveal himself?
It's very nerve-wracking because people from all over the country is going to see this. But again, you have to remind yourself, like, don't care what anybody thinks about you, just be who you are. And one day out of the blue, I got a direct message from the official Indian Motorcycle Instagram. And I had a double take on it because I didn't think it was real, you know? So I open up the message, and it's this flyer saying that, hey, you're one of 4 people we chose to fly out to Arizona to ride our brand new motorcycle that's coming out. Long story short, after that event, they hit me up and invited me to model their new 2022 lineup of motorcycles that was coming out. My name is Levi Sandoval. I'm a firefighter and I live in Denver, Colorado. I own a 2018 Indian Scout Bobber. And what's special about this commercial for me is Indian Motorcycle deemed me fit to be the look for this motorcycle that came out. As a kid, like, people who grew up in my neighborhood, just odds were against you. And you weren't really expected to make much of yourself. And that's, I'm pretty proud of, I'm pretty proud of where I'm at now. I want Anybody who watches this, any kid or whatever, I just want to let them know that you can do it. It's possible.